From the nation's capital, Abuja, where the presidential appeal at the nation's apex court finally came to an end today as the Supreme Court affirmed the victory of President Bola Tinubu, dismissing the appeals of Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party and Peter Obi of the Labour Party. Marvelous Obomanu covered the entire process from the lower courts to the Supreme Court and gives a view of the entire process. Over to you now, Marvelous.
As it is customary to every duel, a winner must be announced, while those on the losing side return to the drawing board to appraise their efforts in order to re-strategize to fight for another day. Nigeria's electoral contest started on the 25th of February this year, where President Bola Tinubu, then a frontline candidate of the All Progressives Congress, alongside Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi of both the PDP and the Labour Party, all slugged it out for the #1 seat in the country. President Tinubu emerged winner, but this unsettled other presidential candidates, and thus another front in the contest was opened: the battle in the courts. The Presidential Election Petitions Court commenced sitting, entertaining petitions filed by the aggrieved candidates, but upheld the victory of President Tinubu, dismissing the petitions filed by Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi over lack of merit. Nigeria's apex court then entertained appeals by the petitioners and finally passed its verdict, affirming the judgment of the lower court and the victory of the president.
Election of the second respondent as the duly elected President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is hereby affirmed.
I respectfully disagree with some portions of their decisions, but it's the final court. So if at this level you have any disagreement, the only appeal you have is to God Almighty.
While the decision did not go down well with supporters and counsels of the petitioners, there is, however, no room for appeal.
It's unfortunate that I did not hear about the issue of the forfeiture whatsoever. And the position of the law is that the courts is under a duty to talk on all the issues presented by the party. And we presented the issue of forfeiture.
This is not justice. It's not justice because Nigerians were expecting that this court would do the right thing, especially one in the area of 25%. The way they handled it, as far as I'm concerned, was neither here nor there.
Those on the winning side have called on the opposition to join hands with the president for the greater good of Nigerians.
It's not about a party, it's not about an individual. If we do not come together now, then we will have ourselves to blame. Opposition is not, you don't oppose for the sake of opposition. Elections are over, litigation is over. All litigation must come to an end. Now is the time for governance.
If they indeed mean well for this country, I expect that after today, they will call President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they will congratulate him, they will now sit down and fashion out how to join hands with him.
Many Nigerians will be hoping that the president can now get to work and deliver on his renewed hope promises to Nigerians. Marvelous Obomanu reporting for News Central.